Welcome to this video. I will talk about Capricorn season 2023 and 2024, and about the Capricorn archetype and energy in general. And yeah, let's dive in. Thank you that you are here. So first of all, we are entering Capricorn season after Sagittarius season. And I have the feeling, or what I experienced over Sagittarius season this year, 2023, it was so much about realigning with our true path. And Neptune was stationing direct. Maybe you experienced some disillusionments, some disappointments, but now you see clearer. You feel more what your true path is, and you feel that you are, slowly but surely more able to embody and speak your truth, not only feel it. And I think it was so much about clarification and the release of outdated beliefs and the realignment with what is really true, and so that you can continue your path in an aligned way. And now we are entering into Capricorn season. And I really want to share with you some reflections about Capricorn in general, and then dive a little bit more into the energies that we experience now in 2023, and Capricorn season will last into January, January 2024. So I think Capricorn in general is firstly about that we learn to handle and to master the conditions that are given when we incarnate as soul. When we incarnate in a human body on planet Earth, as a soul in a human body on planet Earth. So what are the conditions here? We have a body. We must deal with things like time, material goods, resources, money, physical laws, all these things. So in Capricorn, we learn to master the limitations that are very natural when we incarnate as a human being. And we can deal with these limitations in more constructive or more destructive ways. So limitations and boundaries are not a bad thing. Think about a bear, or think about the cave that gives the bear shelter during its hibernation, or think about the roots that ground a tree so that it can grow. So everything in nature has structures. Everything in nature has a certain kind of limitation. Your body, just the thing that you are in a body, gives you boundaries in regard to your environment, and you have certain limitations when you are a soul in your body. And that's not a bad thing. So it's really about learning to handle and master these conditions of our human experience in a good way, in a supportive way. It's about structures that support your growth. It's about the vessel that allows you to flow. It's about the ground that allows you to go and to grow. And it's about learning to use your resources, the resources of planet Earth, but also your own resources, your energy, in a sustainable way. It just becomes difficult. So this is more the challenging part of Capricorn, when we hold on to outdated structures, or if we set ourselves unnatural, restrictive boundaries that we might have overtaken from our upbringing. So Capricorn is about our roots, and it's about our ancestors. It's not only about the conditions that are given when we incarnate on planet Earth, it's also about our conditioning, the rules and roles that we have overtaken and received unconsciously from our caregivers, from society, from the world around us. Capricorn is so much about our rules, our roles that we play in society, our structures that we took over from our past, also past lives, to fit in and survive. And I think that Capricorn season is every year such a wonderful period of time to become aware of our conditioning and of our limitations. So which limitations give you ground you, which limitations are good, which limitations help you to stay within your capacity and don't override your boundaries. So which limitations are actually nourishing and a good way to protect yourself, and which limitations limit you in a way that you cannot evolve, you cannot grow, you feel trapped. And these are often limitations that are no longer serving you, that are outdated, and that you maybe have overtaken subconsciously from your ancestry, from society, and so on. So you can release during Capricorn season what is not in alignment with your true nature, what is unnatural. And you can create new structures and rituals and boundaries that give you shelter, that you root you down, but also let you grow and evolve. So Capricorn can really be this beautiful vessel that provides us grounding, stability, and protection. And talking about our ancestry, it's not only that our ancestors have given us terrible conditioning and we have to detach from that. No, Capricorn is really about what we inherited from our ancestors and from our lineage and from the elders. And ancestors, I don't mean only by blood. I mean also by spirit, okay? So that you inherited the old wisdom. So Capricorn is also our inner wise elders, the ancient wisdom of the earth. And because Capricorn is connected to our roots and time, our past, we are also aware of our death and the worthiness of this incarnation. So when we know that we will die in our human form, our soul not, but if you ask me, our soul is not dying, but this incarnation will end. So this incarnation, this lifetime, becomes even more precious and worthy. And in Capricorn, we really look back and forward. Yeah, we are aware of our ancestors, our lineage, and also the heritage and the imprint that we create on planet Earth. So we are aware of our legacy and the generations after us. And I think that's such a wonderful thing about Capricorn, because you can really reflect, what are your goals? What do you really want to do in this lifetime? What do you really want to achieve? What is your definition of success? Yeah, what do you want to, what is your legacy? What do you want to leave here when you leave planet Earth? Yeah, and it's not about these huge things. It's really about this feeling of, okay, do I live in a way that in a couple of years I will look back and don't regret? And I mean, never regret anything. I think that everything leads us to more healing, to more evolution, but I think you know what I mean. It's really about realigning with your true values and acting accordingly to your true values in integrity, instead of holding on to maybe goals and trying to achieve certain things that are actually not yours. So is the mountain that you are climbing your mountain, or the mountain of your parents, society, any other authority figure outside? So you can ask yourself, are your goals in alignment with your values, and do they serve you over time? And I think it's so important to not confuse Capricorn with patriarchy. So Capricorn is not patriarchy. Capricorn is the conditioning that we have overtaken from the past. And because we live since lifetimes in patriarchal societies, we often think that Capricorn is patriarchy, but it's not. Capricorn is a yin and earth sign. So it's all about the preservation of the earth and not the exploitation. And the preservation and the resourcefulness in regard to our own body, and not the exploitation and the burning out of our natural resources and of our body. So I think that especially because I think you live in a meritocracy when you are watching this. You live in post-capitalism, hopefully post-capitalism, and we often learn that our value is completely dependent on how hard we work. So I think that often we sacrifice our joy, our health, our well-being, because we think we must achieve a certain thing and forget about our true goals. And often this happens out of fear and conditioned guilt. So this idea that we are bad when we act against a certain man-made rule. And in our meritocracy, that often means that we feel bad when we rest and don't produce and achieve all the time. And I think that in our times, Capricorn work might be the detachment, the healthy detachment from hustling hard, and the return to working habits that are sustainable and joyful. And when I say working habits, then I mean at the same time resting habits, because in Capricorn, we build in a sustainable way. And every building process, every process of creation has inside of it also phases of rest. So the moon and every cycle has yin and yang energies in a very balanced way. So you can ask yourself, do I work in a sustainable way, or do I feel constantly burnt out? Okay, I think that's the Capricorn archetype in a nutshell. And let's look at the upcoming Capricorn season, or the Capricorn season that you are now in when you watch this video. So I think that the first half of Capricorn season, especially the time in December, so between December 22nd until December 31st and January 2nd, because January 2nd, Mercury stations retrograde, stations direct, and on December 31st, Jupiter stations direct. That means in the first half of Capricorn season in December, Jupiter and Mercury are in their retrograde phases. And I have the feeling that especially this first half of this Capricorn season, it's really about finding stability and nurturing. After these very intense Sagittarius season with all these realignments and maybe disillusionments and feeling more and more what is really in alignment with your path, it's now about finding stability, finding nurturing, doing the inner work, because the inner work is the prerequisite for every external manifestation. We are at the end of the Gregorian year. That means there is plenty of experiences that you might want to integrate, that you might want to reflect about. So it's really about resting, reflecting, clearing the ground. It's time to root down and slow down, to integrate, to gain clarity by looking at the past. Yeah, I always do in December and the beginning of January my yearly reflection of the year. So I go through all of my journals and see what happened and really try to, again, learn from my past experiences and also integrate what I have learned and experienced. So it's really about looking back, learning from the past, and already starting to make plans for the year ahead, for the months ahead, and so on. So it's really about clearing your ground, rooting down, nourishing. And the full moon in Cancer at the beginning of Capricorn season, it's on December 27th, and it's happening in 4°58' Cancer, and it's in a trine to Saturn in Pisces. I feel that is so much about this really being nourished. This full moon reminds you that your emotional well-being and that you are being resourced is the prerequisite for every achievement and endeavor. And then the second half of Capricorn season, when Jupiter and Mercury are direct again, it feels more active and intense. Not only because Jupiter and Mercury are direct, and then Venus is also in Sagittarius, which is a more fiery energy. The Sun will square the lunar nodes. And the Sun will conjunct Pluto right at the new moon, which is happening. The new moon is happening on January 11th in 20°44' Capricorn, and it's conjunct Pluto. So the Sun will conjunct Pluto and square the lunar nodes. And we are in the middle at the halfway point between eclipse seasons. So we are in the middle between the eclipse seasons that happened in fall 2023 and the upcoming eclipse seasons in springtime 2024. So that means we are at the halfway point. The Sun is squaring the lunar nodes. Eclipse seasons are when the Sun is conjunct the lunar nodes. And now the Sun is squaring the lunar nodes together with Pluto. I think it's an intense end of this whole year of 2023, where we had all the whole year Pluto in a square to the lunar nodes. So what does that mean? I have the feeling that it's really, really important in the second half of Capricorn season to really step into your self-authority, become self-responsible for your needs, and decondition from external rules and external authority figures that are not in alignment with your truth. It's really about becoming your own authority, becoming self-sovereign. And also it's time to release codependency and maybe this idea that you have to fulfill constantly the expectations of your counterpart or of others. So that's the square to the Libra South Node. So it's really about becoming self-responsible within your relationships, setting healthy boundaries and saying what you need, and detach from relationships that are not in balance, where you feel that you are codependent to another person or that you must fulfill the expectations. And I'm saying that in a very light way. It's not a light topic. It's deeply, deeply imprinted, maybe in your system. Maybe it's connected to trauma that you experienced. Maybe it brings up a lot of fear to detach from codependencies. maybe it causes a lot of fear, or yeah, it's very, very scary for your system, just the idea to set healthy boundaries and to say what you need. So I encourage you to do somatic work, to work with healing practitioners and so on, if these processes are challenging for you. And if you don't feel resourced enough to step into your authority. And then take your time. Healing takes time. Capricorn, we learn that healing takes time. Talking about time and taking time, the square from the Sun in Capricorn to the Aries North Node for me really indicates that it's time to think about our energy management. So our Aries energy, how do you channel your energy? Do you constantly burn out? Or do you channel your energy in a way that is sustainable? Yeah. Do you rest enough? And for which projects do you use your energy? Are they in alignment with your long-term goals? Are they serving you long-term? So Capricorn is really not about instant gratification. Capricorn is about having the patience to build something that lasts. Okay. And it's also about all of the earth signs. I think Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo are so much about this deep, deep wisdom that things need time to grow. You cannot pull on a plant, it will not grow faster. So as long as we live in a material world, Capricorn, earth signs, things need time to grow. So maybe you want to reflect about your plans for the upcoming year. Are they giving you just this instant gratification, this hit of this hit of hormones that make you feel good? Or are they really giving you the ground that you need to grow in a sustainable way? And also, I have the feeling with the knowing that Pluto will enter Aquarius at the end of January. So Pluto will enter Aquarius on January 21st, just one day after the Sun enters Aquarius and Capricorn season ends. So knowing that, I think that this Capricorn season feels really like a needed preparation. So you can find now grounding, you can find nourishment, Cancer full moon, you can align with your values so that you can welcome new paradigms, new ideas, new opportunities, Pluto in Aquarius, from a place of clarity and integrity. And I think it's really crucial to allow yourself in this Capricorn time to rest, to recharge, especially in the first half, especially in the Capricorn part that is in December. Allow yourself to reflect, to withdraw, to recharge, to nourish yourself, to ground yourself, to look back, to learn from it. Not to regret, but to learn from it. And then ask yourself, what are my true goals? What are my true values? What serves me over time? Do I act with integrity? Do I act in alignment with my values? What is the ground? Is my ground stable? Do I need to work on my foundation so that I can build upon it and it's not cracking when I build something new? So it's really doing the grounding work. It's really working on your fundament, on your foundations, so that you then can build on a stable ground. And in 2024, there will be a lot of new energies and a lot of new opportunities coming in. We have a lot of air and fire energy in 2024, reflected by Pluto entering into Aquarius. Jupiter will enter into Gemini in June. So there is a lot of new air coming in. And it's crucial that you are in alignment with your integrity, with your values, and that you become aware where you hold on to rules and roles and structures that are not in alignment and that not let you grow and evolve. So I think it's really it's really doing the inner work during this Capricorn season and not making plans without becoming very clear what you truly need and what is truly, in alignment with the legacy that you want to create here on planet Earth in this life. Okay, and as I said, maybe that all means that you just sleep a lot if you can, if you have the possibility to do that. I know that rest is a luxury. I know that rest can also be connected to a lot of trauma. So because when we rest, we let go of our defensive system and defensive mechanisms. And that means that rest and sleep can be, can feel very, very scary for our system. So, and that is again, if you notice that, that is again an invitation to maybe, get help, heal, because I know how strongly imprinted it can be in our system, that rest feels really dangerous. And I just hope that you find rest and that you can nourish yourself. I think it's such a huge topic to talk about the fear around rest, so it's too much for this video, but I just want to raise your awareness that you don't judge yourself, Capricorn, that you don't judge yourself if you have difficulties to rest. Maybe that's an invitation to dig even deeper and see where it comes from. Or when you cannot rest because you must work, because you must survive. I just pray and hope that you find rest in little tiny things that you can just, integrate a little bit more nourishment into your daily work. So lots of blessings for you, and I send you so much grounded energies and nourishment for this upcoming Capricorn season, and a lot of inner strength too, especially for the second half when we have all of these Pluto and Lunar Node squares. If you want to learn more about 2024, if you want to maybe use Capricorn season to not only look back and reflect, but also make plans for the year ahead, especially when Mercury and Jupiter are direct in January, I highly recommend you my Astrology of 2024 video course. These are 9 videos with, it's more than 4.6, it's almost 5 hours of video content, plus a workbook where you can read through the most important topics, where you find all of the important dates for the year ahead, where you find a lot of place for your own reflections. And this whole video course is for you if you want to enter into 2024 with more awareness and with more consciousness in regard to the energies that will be present in the year ahead. And also it is perfect if you work as a space holder, or if you work with other human beings as a healing practitioner, because when you know what energies will be in the field in the upcoming year, you can create your offerings accordingly to that. So I give you in my video forecast an overview about the energies and topics and how we can work with them, what are the potentials, but also what are the challenges, so that you can, when you are a space holder, a content creator, a healing practitioner, you can create your offerings so that you can really, that it's relatable for your customers, for your clients, that you can really meet your clients where they will be at in 2024. Okay. And if you have a spiritual business and want to create your business, co-create your business with the energies that are in the field, for example, not plan your biggest launch in a Mars retrograde or something like that, then the Astrology of 2024 video course is also perfect. The video course is in German language. It's not in English language, it's in German language. You find all information below this video. And if you are looking for some guidance in English language for the year ahead, or in general, just for your life, for your soul's path, for the evolution of your soul, I highly recommend you to book a one-on-one evolutionary astrology session with me, so we can look at your bigger overarching soul topics, where you're coming from, what your soul wants to evolve and heal in this lifetime. But we can also look, of course, at the transit, the energies of the year ahead, of the year of 2024. I'm recording this on December 19th. At the moment, I have some free spots for one-on-one sessions in January. Yeah. Maybe when you watch this video, I have already some spots free in February, but yeah, just check it out. And if you have any questions, I'm happy if you send me your questions via my mail at verenaborell.com, or if you just check out my website, and there you find all of my courses, workshops. I have a Venus cycle workshop, which is really beautiful. I have a moon cycle workshop, which is perfect if you want to sync more with natural rhythms. Yeah, go to my website, and I'm happy to hear from you. I'm sending you so much love. If you celebrate Christmas or other beautiful feasts around, yeah, in the holiday season, I wish you a wonderful celebration time. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to my channel, and leave a comment below the video if you liked it. And like the video, share it with friends. And yeah, so much love and gratitude. Thank you that you are here. Yeah, we see each other in the next year.